Okay, so Colorado Buffalo's head coach Deion Sanders' ongoing feud with the media just went up another notch after his most recent comments about reporters and journalists. Basically, Prime took aim at the media, saying that they were envious and jealous of college football players making more money than them through their NIL deals. Here's that viral clip of what Deion said.
When I say I genuinely love these kids, I genuinely really do. It's not about what they can do for me on the football field. It's about what I can help them with in life. Landscape has changed in football. Once upon a time, you guys never attacked college players. Now they're making more money than y'all. And some of y'all are envious and jealous about that. So you're on the attack. It was hands off a college player because he's an amateur. Remember that, guys? Now it's hands on. Go at them any kind of way you want. They're making more money than me, and I'm mad about it.
Anyways, ESPN's Paul Finebaum, while on First Take, took issue with Prime's comments and called him out for gaslighting. Finebaum has been pretty critical of Deion recently, especially a month ago when Prime said he was going to freeze out certain reporters for their negative coverage of his team. Paul took exception to this, and on Wednesday's episode of First Take, he wasn't having any of it. So when Stephen A. Smith challenged Paul and pushed back on his gaslighting comment, this sparked a huge debate around Deion, and things got pretty intense. Here's that clip.
They're not getting criticized. The guys at the Denver Post, Sean Keeler, went after Deion. He never went after a player. And unless Deion Sanders or you, Stephen A. Smith, can come up and tell me what player specifically he has gone after, I'm going to continue on with what I'm saying. I am really shocked by you trying to split the baby here, Stephen. I mean, you know better. Deion Sanders is completely wrong here. There's no justification for him castigating the entire media for nothing, for something that never happened. And if he can state it, go ahead and state it. But don't sound like one of these politicians coming in here and blaming it all on the media. That doesn't work in college football.
Well, first of all,
college football media, if anything, is too subservient to the people that coach like Deion Sanders. Just like you are right now trying to.
Don't give me that nonsense about me being subservient, Paul Finebaum. You stop that right now.
Well, no, what did you just
quoting the man.
Here?
Hold on. I'm quoting the man. I didn't know what happened until I heard his quote. And when he said in his quote, some of y'all, I'm like, okay, I don't know who those folks are. I don't know. Excuse me. I think he believes it. And that's what I'm saying. So my point is, if he's coming at it and he said, listen, I'm not reading the Denver Post every day. I'm not watching the reports for every beat writer covering the Colorado Buffaloes, okay? I got other things to do with my time. If I'm quoting the man and the man said some, all right, then I'm assuming, okay, well, there might be a couple of people that might criticize players. So what? If he said all of yous, that would be different. That's not what he said. And that's all I'm saying. You can't knock me for quoting the man and accuse me of being subservient because I'm taking him based off of what he actually said and I'm deducing what it means from the words coming out of his mouth. You do that every day.
Yeah, well, I'm the one who said he was gaslighting, and you said I'm not gaslighting, and I don't know what you're basing it on other than giving your friend, Coach Prime, the benefit of the doubt. Well, I'm not giving him the benefit of the doubt anymore.
All right, you choose not to give him the benefit of the doubt. I choose to give him the benefit of the doubt because I'm quoting him. I'm quoting him. Now, you can deduce from his quotes that you don't believe a damn word he's saying, and that's your right.
Well, that's
but
exactly
in the end, if you're covering the Colorado Buffaloes, just like you're the same Paul Finebaum that's come over the airwaves last year and this year. You were talking about how people were rooting for him to fail. So if they were rooting for him to fail, which is something that you conceded last year, right? Chances are that the level of venom, vitriol, criticism that's coming in his direction only intensified, right? So if he decides that there's some people out there that literally want me to fail and are willing to go after my kids in order to do it, can we summarily dismiss the notion that there are people out there that he believes are extra critical of his program and the players playing on this program? We can't do that, Paul. We can't do that.
Listen, first of all, I'm not on trial here. Deion Sanders is the person we're reacting to. And Stephen A., when you go to your alma mater on Friday, you might want to take your degree back because I don't know where I've always had great respect for you as a journalist, and I still do, but you're going to some unbelievable lengths, breaking your back, trying to make a case for Deion Sanders, who just threw that out there without a single specific. And Doggy, you know what I'm talking about here. And he knew that there would be people that would give him the benefit of the doubt. But he does not deserve the benefit of the doubt here.
Well, a couple of things. Number one, Howard University is not my alma mater. That would be Winston-Salem State. I'll be at Howard Friday. That's number one. Number two,
maybe
you can talk about giving. You know what? They've given me an honorary degree at a couple of places, and I'll probably get it a couple of more places. I'm honored. But the bottom line is this, Paul Finebaum. At the end of the day, I am not giving primetime Deion Sanders a complete pass. I specifically pointed out, some of the criticism that your son may receive might be a byproduct of you and the people that you've antagonized along the way. From day one when you beat TCU, do you believe? Do you believe? And dismiss the reporter because the reporter didn't believe. We've gotten on him about a plethora of things over the last year plus in the seasons that he's been at Colorado. But if he says that there's a level of vitriol that's coming in his direction, I don't find that very hard to believe because it's him. And sometimes you might have people that are going after players because they really are sending a message to come after him. I don't think that's beyond the realm of comprehension.
Okay, so Stephen A. Smith basically admitted that he had no idea if Deion Sanders was telling the truth, but took his word, which raises the question of his journalistic integrity, if I might add. If you're going to debate Paul Finebaum on this issue, at least have something to back up your claims. Anyways, that was pretty wild what Paul said to Stephen A. about taking his degree back to his alma mater. You don't really see people challenging Stephen A. Smith like this on his own show. That said, what do you all think about this story?